won't be too long. Don't want to be too long either. Of course, want to get some more practice in while we wait for the entry to open up. So we'll just fix up these settings here. Almost done here. Alright, that should be about it. I think that should be good. And there will be 3 rounds, or 3 time slots that is, to get in. And I guess we're going to get into our first free practice on stream here. And see what we can get up to here. See if we can do okay. Fix up this this title quickly. There we go, that should be good. Alright, so with our first proper practice, in the actual practice session for the actual race, rather than opening up a lobby, overtake. Definitely break up a little earlier there. Oops. With that first lap as a 154, definitely going to crack down some more time here. Not like that. See, I want to break a little later where compared to where I was there. I feel like I can. Ooh, not there. that correct, otherwise it's just going to slow us down on that last exit for that first turn. That's a bit more how I want to come in after like at top speed though. Time was just too early. Tighter on that exit there for that last turn. Yeah, without overtaking, I don't want to let go that much either. Be a super fun race though. I am liking how it's the Formula 1 cars for the first round. Though it's going to be a hard one. It's going to be fun. Just cracking a 152 on the second full lap around here. Yeah, I think I had the breaking point there this time. I just needed to let go a little more instead of throttling it as soon as I did. Trying to crack down that extra time. I want to make it at least to a 150. But the race will be starting about half an hour. The entry period will be in about 15 minutes. If you haven't registered, definitely go and do it now, as the registration has been open for the last hour and a half as far as I know. better off just going in through there at the fourth. Alright, so that's interesting as well. Without nitro, of course, I was able to just hammer it through that corner just back there, which usually tends to make you just spin. So that's kind of interesting. That's why I was kind of using the overtake in those races to my advantage when it came to that corner. But it kind of seems like maybe on the first 2-3 laps, you should be okay. So just push it through there. Just make sure to try not do that. Maybe not the third lap. I'll start again on the first one. I'm going to kind of push it through there again on these first 2 laps. And again, the tyres shouldn't degrade, so it must have just been the angle I took it in, right? It's not like the lobbies in multiplayer. So that should actually mean that first lap you should be able to do it, but it's still very, very sketchy. Going through here in just flat footing it is one thing. Even with overtake it's not so bad. But flat footing it through that other section is just ridiculous. That was very close to just going. Felt the rear end there just wanting to take off. Oh no! Alright, we'll retry then. So it'll just slow us down the next lap at the end. Yeah, this went too wide earlier. I didn't think it would have given us a penalty for it though. Able to fix that, how sensitive it is either. It was just nothing I could do about it. So either just a little bit of sensitivity or the best way I could set it up. besides that was not enough sensitivity, so something I'm going to have to deal with when making those fine adjustments. Mistakes here and there that are costing us that time. I wonder if the wind is going to be at play at all. It says 0 here, so I wonder if that'll change up in the race itself. As soon as I went in, the way I went in, I knew it wasn't going to work. I turned in too tight too soon. That's going to be real hard to hit at max speed like that. I could be safer about it during the race, but you lose a bit of time if you do. About 7 minutes until the entry period should begin, I believe. Dangerous. As soon as you hit that, it's so dangerous. Hey mate, thanks for joining. I'm trying my best not to leave the track here. At the same time, I've got to try and push it as well, right? The best time to do that is now. And we're getting there. We're slowly getting there. Feels like the conditions for the practice that we've been doing has been pretty good as well. Maybe the wind might be different. That's the only difference I guess I can see. There's nothing we could do about that though. Entry and exit there. Uh-oh. Gotta be so careful there. now. It's good to see. Still need to chop it down more.
Quite ahead on that last lap too. I wouldn't doubt we could have been able to hit something better. A bit slow down those later corners. Not ideal. Not ideal. Not what we want. Retry that, because I know we can get that much better. I know we can. I'll try and do my best. Hope you have good luck as well. Hope your races go well. Yeah, let's retry that. I need to focus on that takeoff out of this chicane here too. That's going to matter a lot. No, got to maximize power through there though somehow. I know, that's not what you want. Don't mess around with me today. What's going on? Feels funky. I don't like it. A bit short there. Brakes were just too late. That ain't really nicely though. Better at that high-speed turn there. Things will change up when we have to overtake though, that's for sure. It's open just about a minute ago.
going to exit here and get straight into the entry period to make sure we're all good and nothing goes wrong here. So 152.3 so far. There's definitely extra time there. I just need to get a smoother lap in. I could definitely bring it down to at least 151. I'm pretty sure about that. Pretty sure. What are we doing? Not that. I thought it was on the other thing. Yeah, there it is. There we go. Entry period for the next 13 minutes. We'll be in free practice. Finally, it's here with the first round of the TGR GT Cup 2022. Should be a pretty interesting race. We're going to get into probably all the time slots here. There's only 3 time slots, one every hour, so we're going to do our best and give it a few goes this time around. Good. I was hoping... Oh, sorry, I was worried. Hoping that it would get through and worried that it wouldn't get in. Because if it wasn't going to get in, then we would have had to wait here, right? Screw that. So 12 and a half minutes. Finally be able to get into first practice, or first quali, sorry, and then the first race in the first time slot. And I expect there to be some crazy times. I'm not sure how it's going to go. We're definitely going to push it our hardest. that exit there on the chicane. Oh, I tried to push it too early. Just a tad too early. Darn. I think I need a bit more, slowed down a bit too much as well. Nah, I just can't. Just putting too much power in at the same time. And then we're just too angled as well. Darn. Gotta get that right because I noticed how much time I saved there on that, on these final little turns here. I gotta be able to angle it in and then hit it at the right time. Just gotta find that right time to really try and maximize that power, right? No, it wasn't angled in enough. Doing it a bit too early, I think. One more time and then we'll just go for the full lap. Gonna give me a penalty? Maybe. Maybe not. Minutes until the race begins. I should have stayed in That's going to be a doozy to really get some time. See how we go. Oh man, yeah, that turn. You take it just the tiniest bit too hard and that's it. It's just going to slide your rear end out. That's what it feels like anyway. Thanks for joining. We are about to get into the first race for the TGR GT Cup. If you haven't signed up, you probably have, I don't know if it'll close when the first race starts, or if it'll let you do it throughout the 3 races, but now would be the time. Oh wait, you'll be able to play tomorrow, hey. Well, hopefully you'll be able to get into the next round then. But if you can, try and register online, I guess, just in case, maybe. I'm not entirely sure if this is going to be registering for the whole thing. So just register as soon as you can, I guess, right? If it lets you anyway. Just as a heads up, right? I do apologise if I get quiet during this race. It takes a lot of concentration. As you can tell how much time I lost just from this lap. I wasn't doing terribly, I just wasn't fully concentrated, so I lost a little bit of time. Oh my goodness, it's going to be a very hard race. Check. Yeah, GT7 tomorrow. Yeah, so hopefully you'll be able to get into the next round. It only counts 4 rounds, I believe, out of the 7. For the points and stuff. And there will be another one of these in Nürburgring, I think it is. Nürburgring GP. Alright, 40 seconds, eh? Here we go with the first round. First round of the TGR GT Cup. Should be interesting. We are in the Ferrari livery today. Because, why not? Throwback to Alonso's Ferrari, we saw it there. And I thought it'd be nice to chuck on. We were practicing with the McLaren livery last time. So it's, we're going to see a bunch of different liveries, some stock liveries there as well. But what's more interesting is this qualifying that's about to start after this warm-up. It's going to be interesting. I don't know how this is going to go. I'm hoping it's going to be a good race. Hey, Dusty! Thanks for joining. Oh well. If you are here, then hopefully we have a decent race, right? Should be pretty fun. Let's try and have a good quali. It's gonna be dangerous, that's for sure. try our best. Nothing in the warm-up to indicate if there's going to be any wind. I don't think so then. Maybe there's going to be no wind, so... Okay. Alright, this should be interesting. This should be, we should be good. Well, at least a 152, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. 10 minutes of quali. I wonder how we'll do. I wonder how the lobby's going to be. We have one person that we do know that should be okay. Mistakes can happen, of course. But the main thing is just hoping no one's actually dirty. And that seems to be happening a lot lately. So let's hope this race works out pretty well. Oh, it actually started me more to the right this time. That's interesting. Alright, about 9 minutes we've got left. Just an outlap. What is this guy doing? Must have had a crash. I'm sure this should be fine. I'm just over worrying about tyres. I don't think we have to worry about it in quali, but with the odd settings that we couldn't really pull off in those multiplayer lobbies, it should be okay. Alright, good luck to everybody. Good luck to ourselves. Let's see what we can do. Best first turnout. I have to worry about the slipstream we're getting through these high-speed corners as well. Definitely get that slip. Not exactly what we want, but it's okay. .6 so far. we got through there safely. Alright, we're good. Ouch. Just nipped that grass. It almost sent me. Hopefully we can get a decent lap this one. Kind of slowed down before. That's fine, at least we got around everybody safely, right? Slowed down there, eh? Just tapped that green platform and it just took me. I think the front may have hit it as well. Just went a tiny bit too wide basically. Very slidey, and that shouldn't be. I get it, but I was able to do it before. Yeah, don't worry about that lap, that's for sure. I'm sure the dirty tyres from before will be okay now. Then again, they've got really that dirty. I'm trying to think of any variable. So either way, I think they'd be okay. Minute and a half. Maybe enough time for a second lap. Go again. Why do I feel more slidey? Like I was being gentle there. Yeah, there's nothing much we can do here. We won't have enough time for another lap. We won't have enough time to finish this one. May as well just finish this one and hope not to clog up the time limit. Wow. When we were going good though, with the time that we were really going good with, we did get held back. That really sucks. But at least we're in fourth for now. I'll take it. It's better than being at the back of the grid. Then again, maybe it might be good to be at the back of the grid with the first turn of the race. Oh well, we're in fourth, so 5th. So we'll see what happens. But we should have been able to get at least a 152 here, but not really sure what happened. I felt really slidey but towards the last 2 laps there. But the tyres weren't degrading at all. That was kind of weird. Like what, if the tyres, can the tyres overheat maybe? I don't understand. I'm not really sure what the variable was there. It was as gentle as I was before and then it just spun out and it was nothing to do with the curbs this time, it just went. Just didn't want to take it. This is going to be a very interesting race. Well done to Dusty. Well done. Just wasn't able to get that fine line through there. And those last 2 laps just didn't feel so good. Very interesting. Wonder how we'll go with the actual race. We should be hopefully starting in around 5th, if not 5th, depending on what these guys get here under us. There's a couple people still running, so I guess anything can happen. We've got about 40 seconds for them to finish up their run. Hopefully they'll be able to. We will get the drink in while we can. Gonna have to really concentrate on this race. So 5th place ain't terrible. Not terrible, but we definitely could have, 2nd and a half, yeah, we could have gotten that. We definitely could have gotten that. 152.1, hey? Yeah, I reckon if we were able to pull off a nice smooth lap, we would be able to, but I do believe that since this is the first race, it's going to work out as some practice for us for the next race anyway. So we're going to do our best, try our hardest, and take any kind of knowledge we get from this to the next one, right? We've got about 40 seconds until the start. We are sitting there with only a 153.6, which isn't very good. It's not that fast. We need to pick it up a lot more. The race will change things up, especially with overtake. I am going to just push overtake and see what happens. I'm not sure if it'll run the same as the multiplayer lobbies. I don't think so. I feel like the overtake may just run out and not be usable after that. But I guess we'll find out, right? If it is, that's kind of interesting. And I think I would rather it that way rather than it just keeps replenishing. I did find that weird about the lobbies that I jumped into and the ones we had to make. There wasn't much you could do about it. And plus we don't know, I don't think anyone really knows if that's going to happen until now. So I guess we'll find out probably by the 2nd lap. We should find out if it'll return. I'm going to use as much as we can. And we're just going to rev the shit out of our car here. Make sure we're in 2nd. We're not going to be using traction control for takeoff. I know it's probably best, but I think we'll be okay. Good luck to everybody. Good luck to ourselves. Got a nice full lobby here, I think. Pretty sure. So that should be pretty cool. I like that library. It looks nice. Purple and green looks good. Go the McLaren. Alright. There should be about 4 more people, I believe, to get through before we start. It will be... I think it's a grid start false check, or it's just grid start. False check, I think. Oh. That guy just came flying through. I'm glad he didn't hit us. no, Dusty, no! To back out. There was no way I was going to take that. No way. That worked. We're in second, but we're going to have to catch up to this guy. He's taken off. And we are out of overtake, so we'll find out if we have it. Sorry, maybe on the third lap then. Oh no! No way! Go. Need to get off this long straight here, or well, this long high-speed area in general. Oh, no way! Ouch, that wasn't good. Now we're just going to try and keep first and not make any mistakes, right? Yep, it resets. We're just going to be pumping overtake then. Which could be a bad idea later on, but it's fine. Not do that. We should be okay. Dirty tires still, I guess. I feel like I can pin that down too. I wish I could change this this overtake button, but it works. Move out of that guy's way. scared he was about to go into us there. But I think he backed out for that reason. By this time, I think I'd rather just be careful about it. Aggressive, dude. You don't have to actually push us out. Dude, what are you doing? most dangerous lap. Was that, man? Far out. Taking a bit of a dive there. I guess, you know, go for every gap, but damn. Must have tried to go for a gap, but that's pretty good. Second, hey, not bad. He almost got the third, but he went in a bit too hard and just went straight up up the backside of us. I'm glad we both did. Neither of us, I don't think, got a penalty, so that kind of works out because he hit me, and then when I was trying to recover, I hit him. So it was kind of like a back and forth, and just kind of reset ourselves. So I wasn't expecting it, of course, but. Wow. It seems about between 1 and 2 laps it'll reset. I'd say about a lap and a half it seems to reset. So I tend to just push it with the overtake, or what I have been doing with the practice and all that. And that's what seems to be working here as well. And I would say a lot of it comes in how much I'm revving out the engine as well. We're not using as much fuel as some people. That is going to have a bit of play in this race here. So second, that's not bad though, but definitely would have been able to get that first. I think it would have been a bit of a better race between first and ourselves if he didn't just punt us out of the way. Well, not punt us, but just drive into us and use us as a barrier. That's the one thing that I've been noticing with all these practices that we've been doing, as well as even the past daily races and manufacturers and Nations Cup. That in these races, people tend to just try and ride you and use you as a barrier in corners. So you'll come up close, and then they'll go by you real carefully. If they hit straight into you, they'll get a penalty. But if they're soft about it, and then once they're next to you, they accelerate and just push you off the track as well as use you as a barrier, that's usually when they just won't get a penalty, and it won't penalize them. Nothing will happen to them. You get pushed off the track, but they're able to just get through. So that's something that was kind of a little annoying when he tried to take the place from us, and there was some battling going on, but I didn't trust it. When you're driving next to somebody that's just being way too aggressive, you tend to have to try and back out, because with the penalty system and how it is, I just don't want to risk getting a penalty and then losing, like, I don't know, 3-4 places, because I'm not here to practice how to not get penalties from, like, cheating. I'm here to practice how to actually get good lap times, right? And how to get out of somebody's way. If I go in too hot, instead of going for the inside, try and just move out of their way, because they're going to be going on the inside. And so you move the opposite way around, right? Like down here, if you're going to be flooring it straight into everybody, you're probably going to try and want to move on the outside rather than anything else. So little things like that, right? It may put you out, but it's better that way than actually hitting somebody, one, taking them out of the race, and two, giving yourself a penalty. as well as the damaged car. Because you may get like a 2-3 second penalty, which is bad enough, but then your damage on your car is going to slow you down for another 3-4 seconds. You'll probably lose about that much time anyway. It stays there for quite a long time, the light damage. Those last 2 laps as well, it's a real doozy this corner. It's bad enough with tyres that are perfectly fine, but tyres that have slightly degraded, oh, it changes it up. That's why I was going slow through there on those last 2 laps, trying to take advantage of the overtake system, right? So you probably shouldn't be driving and looking at messages at the same time here. It's alright, it happens, man. You still got another 2 tries. Friggin', we didn't do the greatest either. May have gotten second, but I know we could have got first. And the next race is probably going to be harder as well. Possibly because of the times we were pulling and our position in the race, maybe. That's what I think, anyway. Oh yeah, was that you that got hit on the first corner? That was the guy right next to me when we came to this first corner here. He was on the right side, I think. If that was you anyway, because I saw that happen. He just came in way too hot. Just missed his braking area, right? Like I don't think it was on purpose, but see, things like that can ruin a race. But at the same time, I must admit, he could go nowhere. If he missed his braking area, he has nowhere else to go other than into me, because I was on his left, into the barrier on his right, or into the person in front of him. So he was kind of, there's nothing he could do there. He just made a simple racing mistake of hitting the brakes just a bit too hard, late. And what it looked like to me, that's what it seemed. He just couldn't do anything else, and he had to basically go into the back of whoever was there. Retry this lap. Need to focus a little more, try and get something a little quicker here. Do really build up when somebody's a bit dangerous behind you as well, though. Because the last thing you want is somebody to take you out for the whole race, right? Especially if you're up at the top end. So I'm glad that we're able to get second in that one, but we're definitely going to try again. Dead last. Hey, if you didn't quit the game, then props to you. Because not many people do that. I've noticed a lot of people tend to just quit. I like to finish the race. Why not? It's still some practice in the end. And I guess you got all the right conditions as well, since it's the actual race, right? Although it's always a terrible feeling finishing in last, don't get me wrong. It's always, you never want that to happen. Sometimes circumstances happen, right? You can't win them all. You can try, you can certainly try. A bit too hard, a bit too early. Should have eased into it a little more. period should be starting up in about 5 minutes. So we've got a bit of time to practice here. Dangerous corner in this whole track. Basically took me out. At least I did. Oh, there we go. It gave me a penalty. It may not have taken me out, but it still gave me a penalty. That corner is so dangerous for everything. Overtaking on certain corners is just mayhem as well. Like, that's why I backed out. I don't know if you remember from that last race, but I backed out from one of the overtakes I could have made at Euro. On that the first section there, I had to back out because it's just a terrible place to try and overtake. You can. Oh, you certainly can. Not like you can't. But sometimes, I guess you just got to think, is it worth it? Didn't feel worth it at that moment. Because the gap really wasn't there either. I would have come up, and as soon as I went to pass him, I would have tried to go in the inside there, and it just it would not have worked out. Especially with how he was driving, it seems like he was just focusing on his line, and it's like, if you're there, I'm still driving into you, so to kind of pick your moments with certain people, right? Back to braking with overtake. So I keep braking a little early there. Well, not just the overtake, but the overtake and slipstream together. It really builds your speed up. And at the end of that that straight, or that long high-speed section there, you want to brake a tad bit earlier, otherwise you're going straight into the back of the person you're slipstreaming from. Like we almost did during qualifying, I think it was. Was it the race? No, it was the race. Overturned it, I think. We can get into the entry period now anyway. I want to make sure to get in there just so don't miss out and we're ready to go. We'll just keep going with practice until the entry period is over and we can get into qualifying, and hopefully this qualifying will be a little better. Last one wasn't the best. We were able to get into 5th, but for sure we should have been able to hit a better time than what we hit there. We'll get into the second time slot here. Got about 14 minutes until qualifying. It's another 14 minutes of practice. Hey mate, thanks for joining.
We're just here with the TGR Cup, and it's gotten off to a pretty good start. I can't say it was filled with rammers or anything like that, which is great to say. It's great to say. It just felt like a lot of mistakes, of course. It's going to happen. It's a hard track. We're using some pretty fast cars, so expect there to be some mistakes here and there from anyone, really. So it was a bit scary, that race. Just trying not to get taken out, or taking ourselves out on certain corners. Definitely a good race. It was definitely fun. Really happy that they started this championship off with the SF19s, or Formula 1 cars. These Super Formula cars. I would like to see them implement a BOP for these cars in lobbies though, since they clearly do it. They can clearly set up a BOP with these cars, so I don't know why they don't have the settings in the lobbies. But hopefully they'll fix that kind of thing up in the future with, I guess, GRX or something. Oh no. Well, let's try that again. Just gotta be so careful on that turn. That's the angle I want through there, so I don't have to let go at all. Too tight. Those bollards slow you down heaps as well. Not as much as a half-second penalty would though. So I'll definitely take those bollards any day. Left. We'll get into the second qualifying and the second time slot of the first round. Almost. 152. No. No, that's not gonna work. Not like that. Kinda wanna race, not drift around this time. Just hitting it at the wrong time. I know there's a spot there that I'm hitting it a tad too early. And it's also to do with some hearing things as well, isn't it? I'm pretty sure when it comes to that first corner there. I know I'm pulling through it decent, but I know you can pull through it a little better. I still feel I can corner. But I really need to get down. Kinda gotta trust that curb to help you around, don't you? How did I get a penalty for that? What? What? How did I not get a penalty for that? Interesting. That's not good. Force feedback? I wish. So annoying not being able to adjust for straight lines like that. It's only this game that does it as well, that I just can't set the settings right. It's like a massive dead zone in the middle of the wheel. I've never had any kind of problem with the steering wheel with any game. I've always been able to sort it out, right? Use the wheel to its full potential, but not this time. Ouch, I don't like that. We've got 6 minutes until the next race, and as we saw from that first race, anything can happen. Not ideal at all, but I'll take it. I'll continue. Almost had that that first turn much better there too. That's basically the angle that I want to take. It picks up that throttle for it, right? As soon as you touch that green platform, it just takes you. You can't, if you try to move off it at that speed, you're just gonna get sent flying. It grips you so hard. I just don't like those green platforms. Like, they don't feel safe. I feel like they're there to make, I don't know, make some entertainment for everybody or something, I don't know. I swear they never used to act like that.
since that last physics update. Some things have changed, and it's going in the right direction. Definitely going in the right direction, but I hope they fix certain things like that up as well. It just doesn't feel right. Started that turn in way too tight. I should be more on the outside. You don't want to turn that sharp on that corner. If you want to go through at max speed, that is. 3 minutes left. Getting as much practice in as we can. Seconds until qualifying. Really pushing that corner there. Really pushing it. Yeah, but if you go too tight on that corner, that's what's going to happen. So that's the first time I've crashed out real hard on that corner. Just pushing it too hard. Tried to cut it, but no, not cut it, but like get in there on that curb and just nick it to know that I'm right there. But I just moved in too much, just way too much. So I see some familiar names here and some new ones. So I wonder how we'll go. Good luck to everybody, of course. We're about to get into, the warm-up first for 30 seconds to a minute, and then we'll get into the qualifying. Second qualifying here. Pretty got 2 people out on the track, warming up. Thanks for joining us today, by the way. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Around
TCR jewelry, hey? Should be alright. We should be right. Let's see how this goes, hey? Let's see. What do we have here? Let's quickly check. 78 points, eh? That's gonna be quite interesting. Alright, so we will be a bit behind. That's alright. I kind of wanted that this time around. Try out something different. We should be more on the right. Yeah. Feeling I should let go. You're good, dude. Don't worry, guy, I was letting you by. There's no one behind him, so I don't think I have to worry about anyone except for him in front of me. Going on? Why do I feel so weird? What was that? Why did I... What? It just wouldn't turn. The cold tires or what? What the hell was that? 'Cause I was turning fine a second ago. What happened there? That was very weird. It couldn't have been dirty air, I wasn't close enough. That just didn't feel right at all, it just wouldn't turn in. Could not happen again. Is it wind? Because it says there's no wind. When we get there again, if we can do it. So that was very weird. Must have been cold tires or something, but it didn't feel like it throughout these other corners. It felt fine. Yeah, it didn't do that before. At all. That was weird. Like that. Cut it a bit much. Alright, 152.9. Can definitely do better, but that's what I want to be seeing. Thank you. Thanks, mate. If I could signal to you, I would.
careful getting off those platforms. Lost that time that I had just there. See if we can take the slipstream to our advantage. To let go, that dirty air was just screwing me. Corner again, far out. You gotta worry about everything here, hey? On that one corner, I mean, anyway. That one corner just takes you out so easily. Compared to everywhere else, like you can't lose it anywhere else, but it's definitely easier on that corner. The death chicane is a death corner as well, I guess. And the final lap has been ruined by the guy in front of us. Hopefully we can keep first and it'll mean something. That lap that we were able to get in here. But all I know is he's been kind of, what do you call it? Messing our laps up. Not deliberately, not his fault. Just unlucky that we just keep catching up to the guy, right? And then just not having the chance to be able to pass, to be able to continue that lap. It's just pure unluckiness, really. This lap is kind of a waste of time. I'm just kind of hoping we'll get there in time to pull one more lap. I know we're in first, but anything could happen, and I still want to try and pull a better lap. Yep, just. process of catching up, there's not much you can do. You've got to try and get around when you're in your last lap as well, right? But it's just slowing us down. I don't know how this is going to work out, but we'll see. This still counts as some practice as well, and I really want to hit a better time. Sure, we can try and keep this pace up during the race. Having to go around that guy, I had to slow down, and yeah, it happens. Oh, hey, we still got first, but it's just, it's actually, to be honest, it's very lucky, because in the last one, a couple of people got faster than 152.9, so that's actually kind of surprising. That's why I was trying to pull a faster time the whole time, so I had a feeling someone was just going to take us, there was going to be a couple of people that were going to take us out, but I guess we got lucky this time. Very lucky. Interesting. I really didn't expect that. I was expecting to get dropped down like 4 or 5 places. I guess everybody might have been having some trouble. Good luck to everybody. Let's see how we've got a full lobby here. Pretty much 15 out of 16 is full to me. That's pretty. That's a pretty good lobby. Let's see what we got here. What's anything interesting in these? This here? There's nothing really that interesting. It's all unrestricted. I don't know how they did the BOP situation. Maybe they just did certain settings. Well, we're about to get into the final, and surprisingly, we're in first. Let's just hope not to get taken out on the first lap, because that is the one worry that we're gonna have. We're going to have to try and take off. Going to just try and use as much fuel as we can, because I'm pretty sure you use fuel at the start as well, so it seems to happen in other races. So I'm just going to assume that it does and just do that. I don't seem to be the only person that does. In this race it seems like it, but I have been seeing a lot of people do it just in case. The less fuel you have, the lighter you are, the faster you will go, right? So hopefully we'll be able to do okay, and we'll be able to keep our position here. But really what we're worried about is that first turn. That first turn is a doozy, and let's just hope that we don't get taken out. Good luck to everybody though. And good luck to ourselves. We're going to need it, especially around that specific corner. That's that one turn that you've got to take Max out. Wow. Wow. Straight off the bat. I'm backing out. No way. No way am I backing out after I got taken out at the start. What? I didn't lose it. He lost it. That wasn't us, man. How is that our fault? This race has gone to shit. Oh, we're ghosted. Screw it. That is terrible. How did we get the penalty for that? What the hell was that? We took it nice and safely. He went into us. Like, he went to back out and everything. Like, I don't understand. That was absolutely just stupid. It was just stupid. Whatever, I'm just going to push it. I've already got a 3-second penalty. Whoa, dude, what are you doing? I know you
realized that you weren't fully covering me, but you can't just jerk over like that when I'm about to pass. This race is much worse. I don't even understand what the hell happened here. Well, I'm lucky I moved. A 3-second penalty, that's just ridiculous. I'm sorry, I'm stuck on that. We gave him the room, he went into us and then lost it. Like, how is that? We were on the outside. It's not like we dived into him or anything. Like, I don't understand at all. That was just terrible. And that's not on us at all. That was not on us. That was a safe move. I'm sure it was. There's no way I'm sure it was. I'm definitely going to save this replay and check. But I'm sure it was. There was no way we should have got that penalty. Why is he so slow? Not entirely sure. Why he's so slow. Something happened to his car, maybe? Maybe he got crashed into or something. Not sure, but we need to make it back up here because that was absolutely ridiculous. We got penalised for someone else's mistake and lost our first position because of getting taken out at the start as well. This is ridiculous. At least the other race was okay, but what in the world was that? The guy that went around on the inside, what was he even trying to do? Like, what did he expect? Like, he's going to be able to brake at the normal, like, place that he brakes? No way, like, what? That was just a very bad move. Like, he shouldn't have even tried it. Going for a gap that's there, yeah, but that gap, it wasn't really there. Where are you going to go? Like, he blocked him off. You never want to do that. It's very dangerous. For yourself, really. It could take yourself out, right? Like that. I'm just not paying attention, talking too much, and after getting taken out, I'm just thinking about what happened. It's just like, what's the point? We're not going to get up in first now. I'll keep driving and racing, but I'm definitely going to analyze what the hell happened, because that was ridiculous. And apparently we've just lost all grip. I don't even know what's going on anymore. This race was ridiculously stupid. I'm just going to go around, I don't care. It doesn't really matter at this point. See, that's what I'm talking about though. Like, people like that just ruin races. They just destroyed us on the first lap. We were doing well too. Like, we got that first place. We took off pretty well. He could have gone around the left side like any normal person would. He decided to go for the gap that he had no room in. But if he made one little mistake, he was going to take everybody out. It's blown my mind. It's absolutely blown my mind. I'm not even using overtake, it's blown my mind that much. Now we're in last, because we're just not really paying attention. Like, you notice the difference from that last race to this race. I'm just not in it. Not in it. At least last time, like the guy at first, we had a good battle with him last time. Now we're not even going to be able to. We're not going to be able to race them at all. We're halfway through the race and basically at the back. Oh, man. I'm just not really into this race anymore. I guess we've only got one more chance now. This race was just destroyed for us. And we did so well in qualifying. Luckily we were actually able to get into first and it just got taken away. Whoops. Oh well. Just out of this race, hey? Like, not out as in like I'm last, out of it as in I'm just not paying attention. What's the point in trying to get back into first when you were taken out like 3-4 times at the start? Given a penalty and stuff for nothing. It's just blows my mind to go from a race. It seems to happen this way too. You go from a nice, cool, awesome, fun race that everybody's staying out of each other's way, actually paying attention, and then you get to the next race and everyone's just bang, 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 straight into each other. Everywhere they can go. Don't get me wrong, in the last race we did deal with some dirty driving, but it wasn't that bad. I know we could have caught up, probably made it in the middle of the pack. We probably still can catch up to the guy in front as well. I'm just not really trying. I keep forgetting about overtake, not really thinking about it. It's just a waste of time, really. The only reason why I'm not as well is because I don't want our driver rating to go down because of someone else ruining the race, right? We should be up there in first, battling it with the guy in first. This is, to be perfectly honest, it's kind of boring for me. I'm sure if it's boring for me, it could be boring for other people, so it's kind of sad. It's sad. It just, I don't know. I'm just talking too much. I need to stop and just pay attention. I guess, see, that's where it gets me. It's like, what does it matter? What does it really matter? Maybe we can just give the guy that's in front of us the place and not even bother about trying to catch up. I mean, we're catching up. What, for 13? Why? I'm just trying to push it, so I'm using it as practice at this point here and there. Certain corners I'm just trying to push it real hard. And since it's the last laps, I'm definitely going to be using it as practice and just pushing it everywhere. Nothing else I can do here. Got taken out, and yeah, after that the race was just, I don't care anymore. That penalty just ruined the race for me as well. I think that was the moment I was just really annoyed. It was one thing getting like driven straight into and just losing all your positions, but it's another thing when, you know, you go through a corner perfectly fine, someone screws up and hits you, and you get a 3-second penalty, losing even more positions. Like, how do you focus on a race after that? Like, I'm sorry, but really. They keep saying like, oh, we fixed the penalty algorithm. I question it every time, and I guess I'm right to question it every time. I try to give it the benefit of the doubt, but it just doesn't seem to work. like I said, I'm just pushing it at this point. But you know, what do you do, right? There's just not much you can do when people ruin the race like that. It just takes you out of it. You don't really care anymore. And you just start making mistakes left, right, and center, right? We shouldn't be back here. We just shouldn't. There's only 3 races, which is what annoys me even more. 1 out of 3 of our races have just been destroyed. The last race wasn't that much better. We should have been in first last race as well, but somebody just decided to use us as a barrier. Left us with it's just like, how can you pull these kind of competitions off if your system doesn't even work, right? People can just give you penalties, basically. I didn't think we'd catch up to anybody, but okay. Oh yeah, there it is. Doesn't matter. Yeah, we haven't been taking care of the car either. But yeah, just not gonna happen. I didn't really want to catch up and pass him anyway. I don't really care what place we get here because we were just taken out of this race. Just not paying attention, hey? The times are ridiculous. Have to go into the last race no matter what, because they screwed my score up with this one. They absolutely screwed it. That's what's really annoying me, that there's only 3 races, so I can't even recover from this. Wow. sure that guy finished. Making sure. I didn't want to get up there. I just don't want to bother with it. It's that race to me is just practice, I guess. Some fun. You can call it fun. That was just a letdown. That was just a letdown. The game itself just let us down there as well. The fact that it gave us a 3-second penalty when we were on the outside, perfectly fine. We gave him the room. I just don't get it. It just makes me think, like, do I have to back out of those battles now? Because just in case I get a penalty? Like, what? That just doesn't make sense to me. I'm so lost. I'm so lost on this one. Guess we're gonna get into some practice, but like, wow. That broke for a second there. Oh, okay, practice it is. That race was just, yeah, I probably could have got up in the middle there, but there was just no point. I just didn't want to deal with it. With how the race was looking and how people were looking, I just didn't want to get in the middle of it. Did not want to get in the middle of it at all. There was just no point. I was going to get taken out multiple times, and I probably would have got more annoyed with people rather than the game. So I thought, yeah, I think it's better that I just stayed at the back there instead of pushing it too hard. We'll just take the time now to practice and try for the last one, I guess, because that really ruined our little race there, and it's ruined our points. Be able to get the greatest points this time around. So that's kind of annoying. That literally every single race so far, both of the races, and to be perfectly honest, even every single race in the multiplayer lobbies, somebody just doesn't understand how to hit the brakes at the start of that first turn. It's like, it's the first turn. Just be careful about it. Like, you know, there's like, you got the rest of the race. Like, the first turn is the first turn. Who cares? Just get through it safely. Don't pummel into everybody because you want to hit the brakes later than somebody else. Like, that's what ruins the race. It's so like, it's like a jinx stick, because I was talking about it just before the race as well, and it ended up happening. I swear, I've got to start saying the opposite things. Oh no. Instead of saying, oh yeah, people tend to just go straight through that first corner and slam into everybody. I should say people never do that. Oh wait, no. I mean, I don't know. I just don't know how to take it. I'm so confused. It's boggled me so hard, that race. And the fact that it went almost the same as that first race went. The first race was just, I luckily kind of cleared by everything, and I was just dealing with the one guy that was just acting dirty that wanted to get by. It just blows my mind, right? We should have had better points from that for being first. Also moved up to a better lobby. And then in the lobby that we got, we ended up getting last, which puts us back. It's kind of wasted our time here, because basically in the position we're in, we're going to have to get real good races throughout to be able to get some decent points here, and with the way it's going so far, that's just not going to happen. Unless it doesn't work the way the manufacturers works, but I feel like it does. Driver rating and whatnot. That's why I know we've been doing pretty good with this race, but it really comes down to whoever's around us as well. And the luck of the game, I guess. I didn't expect to get that penalty. That was ridiculous. Just cutting it too much on that one. I'm just going to have to try and focus a lot on that next race, because if anything like that happens again, we're going to have to push it and not let it psych us out like that, because, yeah, the points on the last race is what counts. So if we don't get a podium, our points are going to be even worse. We also do have the Super Formula at the Nürburgring GP for, I think it's third or fourth round. Sure we can do something in the next race. Should be okay. Hopefully. Yeah, those bollards, you really don't want to touch them, eh? You really don't want to touch them. Alright, we'll keep retrying. We want to get a nice clean lap, but we also want to push it as much as we possibly can. In every corner, basically. Yeah, I thought it was terrible. It just didn't, it wasn't smooth at all. Didn't go how I wanted it to go. Way too much. Yeah. I barely even touched the curb. Actually, I'll just restart it. Better. We've got about, how long? About 4 minutes, so maybe a lap or two. And hopefully we'll do a little better and have a better lobby. Not people that are just going to slam into you to screw your race up. I understand going for a gap, but you also got to be smart about it. You can't just be stupid about it. Oh, there's going to be a gap there even though the guy's turning in. No. I don't have to give him any room at that point either. So that's why I'm just kind of boggled about defending now. When you're riding side by side like that, if I'm just going to get a penalty for it, what's the point? Do I just have to give up the position because they could just drive into me and give me a penalty? I just think that's a little unfair. You're basically getting rewarded for cheating in this game lately. That's what's getting me. And I've been noticing that a lot in the daily races as well. Like, it's one thing using actual curbs in the actual game to get around a corner, but then it's another thing if you're using a player in a car as a barrier, like Tokyo Expressway or something. I think that's more my point, right?
race of this round today, and hopefully it'll be a good one. Hopefully it won't be another one with people just acting a bit dirty or not paying attention, and yeah, I don't know. We're just going to get base points for this. I guess. Hopefully we can do okay in the quali as well. Hopefully. Alright, so we're hitting 153s there. We need to drop that down a bit again. I can definitely get a more consistent lap, but it's just a lot on my mind right now on that both these last races. Like, yeah, we were able to get into second, which was nice, but we were just shunted out of the way. You know what I mean? For first. So we should have really had first on that one. And the second race just kind of boggled my mind as well. It took us out. It took us out twice. Even the game took us out. It wasn't just people, but it was also the game itself that just, I don't know, it just decided to give us a penalty. It's funny too, because I was literally talking about, you know, Eurogue and how dangerous it is to try and overtake there. And then this guy comes up trying to overtake and we get in trouble. I didn't know the person overtaking doesn't have to worry about overtaking. Didn't realise that it's the person getting overtake that has to worry about the person behind. I try to be, you know, nice about things, but I don't have to be. I could close off gaps very easily. And it should be perfectly fine, but I'd also try to be especially careful about it in Gran Turismo 7 because of those kinds of things. So hopefully we'll be able to get into this race and actually perform well. It's our only chance of getting some decent points now, so we're going to have to try and perform well here. Otherwise, this whole round is basically a naught. Don't do that now. It didn't change to fourth when I needed it to. That was unfortunate. Feels like it's working. I think it's time for a new steering wheel soon. Hope we can actually do something well with this race.
Wow, that platform actually saved us that time. That's surprising. I just wanted to try and pull through. I was just seeing if I could just hammer it and just try and quickly save it, but nah, I was just gonna keep losing it. Stupid idea, but gonna try. Practice anyway. Got about 9.5 minutes of practice as well, until the qualifying begins again. And hopefully, maybe, I don't know, maybe we should start somewhere else. Maybe we shouldn't go for first at all. Should be the full qualifying time. That's what I'm wondering as well now. Let's try and aim for like the middle rather than at the top. So then at least we don't have to risk getting smashed into the back of us. Yeah, I'm thinking too much now. Thinking way too much about other things instead of thinking of the race. Or anything to do with the car. I'm just thinking what the strategy should be when it comes to lap times and qualifying. I feel like both times I've been up at the front and it just has not really been that beneficial for the start of this race. Everyone just seems to take you out. Then if I'm behind, the problem is too much back end, right? If I'm in the middle, it might work out. Not quite sure. Can't get around this corner anymore. Why? It just keeps sliding out now. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong there now. I was getting around there perfectly fine. Now it's just, the rear end's just sliding like nothing. Has anything to do with tyre heat, temperature. This is one thing that does kind of annoy me. Like, they've got all these settings to let you know about your fuel and all that, but your tyre temperature, nothing. I'm pretty sure even in sport mode it let you know when your tyres were warm. I mean in, sport mode, Gran Turismo Sport itself, I'm pretty sure it had like an outline on the tyres. I haven't added something like that if it's such a big thing, right? Because it is. It seems to really matter. That info would be nice. Especially on like practices and stuff like this. So I don't know if it doesn't always, you know, actually matter. Depends on the settings. And when with the fuel and the tyres and stuff in this practice, they're not going to degrade at all. So I'm just going to play it easy on this first lap.
Play it careful. And I'm going to come in with the second lap and just hammer it and see what happens. Because even that, like, I could feel the rear end trying to go. I just wanted to leave. And get sent straight off the track there. And I even slowed it down, so that's interesting. Maybe in practice on these first laps it might not be safe. I don't know. Not really sure. Kind of just feel it out, but that's what I'm going to do on this lap now. Like it was sliding out there though. Felt better than that first lap, that's for sure. Time for about a lap and a half. It's just about to hit 3 minutes. so distracted thinking about. I forgot to say that last replay. Oh well. I would have liked to really have seen that, but oh well. I really don't believe that we did anything wrong there. When I came to that penalty, I feel like I was should have been fine. I don't understand why it's so hard to get around that corner all of a sudden. What's changed? I don't understand. To be perfectly honest, I truly don't understand what's changed. It feels like something's changed. I don't know. That corner wasn't that hard around. It was hard to get around, but it wasn't that hard. I feel like every single time I'm taking it now, it's just impossible. It felt very weird there. I don't know what's going on with this race, but it's there's been a lot of problems. Besides, you know, the penalty system being terrible and people just not knowing where to hit the brakes. It's very weird. I've been trying to keep an eye on the turbo gauge, and seeing if anything changes up, because a lot of people are saying it's got the, you know, you might be dealing with the boost glitch as well. A lot of people mentioning that that's still a thing. That's just, it's very confusing. I guess we'll see how we go. About to get into the qualifying in 15 seconds, so that's not too bad. Whoa, hello. Lucky he's posted. I guess it doesn't really matter if we went into it. It's only a warm-up. Alright, let's hope not to get destroyed on this race. Look at that, from 78 points to 42 because we just got destroyed on that last race. Oh, let's just really hope this race is going to be good. Fingers crossed. Good luck to everybody, of course. Thank you. It always takes so long. Alright, so we're really far behind everyone this time, so we're going to have people getting in our way. Are you kidding me? It put me there. What do you want me to do? It put me there. Are you serious? I have to wait. Oh, well. It's starting off great. Pardon me. It's starting off absolutely wonderful. I'm going to make sure to turn right. Oh, it actually put us here. This game, I swear, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. It wants to give us a 3-second penalty. It really wants to just take us out of this race. Let's see if we can get on top of the leaderboard again, maybe, on this race, hopefully. Let's try and do what we can here. We're going to have no slipstream to work with. Until we catch up to somebody or something, I don't know. But it's only the out lap for now, so I guess we'll see when the lap starts. Let's just get through here nice and safely. I Hopefully. Hopefully that should be good. Change! No! Not on the foot right there! Come on, game. Oh, come on, steering wheel. Don't do this to me. We are having some terrible luck today. Oh, come on. Yeah, no, they're way too far. I don't have to worry about that. Be the best time, but it'll be something. Definitely catching up. It's not exactly good. Just hope they don't get in our way for the next lap. Hopefully. 153.2, that's okay. Not great. Buddy. Thanks, bud. There goes the lap. Where did he go? Waiting for this, there we go. This bloody damage to go away. What do we do? We've got someone slow in front of us, but he was the guy that noticed us and moved out of our way, so that's good. This guy right in front of us, I think, is someone else. No. Well, we're still in first. That's a good sign, but we have probably gone down a lobby because of that last race, so... I can do really well if no one crashes into us in the first turn. Gearing's going to be a problem this race, isn't it? What the hell is going on with this thing? Just all round bad luck today. We may be in first, but there's not much you can do if you can't change out of first gear, right? do to just hurry up and finish this lap and get by these two. Oh my god, are these guys serious? Are these guys serious? This is the wow. When do we go by? Whoa, okay. They're slowing down a lot. Please move out of the way, guys, please. Oh, dude. Are we gonna get a penalty for that? Thank goodness. I knew they were gonna get in our way. I knew it, I just knew it. It was just kind of obvious, right? They were just going crazy and I needed to get by them. At least I split them up, I guess, but like, what are they doing? We lost our first because we just can't get a nice lap, a nice run through. It is the only chance we got at a decent run. And we're just mucking it up, eh? Unlucky, very unlucky. Still slowed it down. Well, we're done. I'm trying to read stuff at the same time. I'm just kind of... It's very hard to get into this race. It's very hard. Yeah, but he also went on the inside. He's there's a lot of rules when it comes to overtaking, and he wasn't doing it right. We're supposed to still give us the, you know, he's supposed to give us the room. He wasn't all the way in front. He only had his nose out in front, just a tad. So he actually needed to give us the room. We gave him the room, but, and to be perfectly honest, he shouldn't have even tried to overtake there. He should have been, he should have actually backed out of it, but there's not much you can do. There's just, you just got to deal with it. It's just things you got to deal with. So we're waiting here now for this to start. Time remaining is 1:40. I think that is just for the people that are finishing up their race or their last lap. If we go around, it'd be a waste of time, I guess. There's not really any point since it's just an outlap. Thanks, mate. I know we can do well. We just need to make sure not to get taken out by other people, right? If we make our own mistake, we make our own mistake. But when you know, you got to consider when to overtake too, right? Like, you may have been a little bit faster on a certain section, but it doesn't mean you can dive bomb somebody on a very high speed corner. If you think you can do it and you can make it around them, fine. But if you're going to go into them, it's not a very good idea, is it? Like, you got to try and minimize that chance of hitting somebody as well as getting hit, because in the end it ruins everybody's race that's involved. So yeah, it's just some unlucky times in the last two races. I wouldn't say it was on purpose. That last race, I wouldn't say that at all. The first race was. The first race with the guy that pushed us out of the way, he used us as a barrier. That was on purpose. Different story. The second race though, wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't very good. Everybody was just going into everybody at the very start, and then somebody's trying to overtake on one of the most trickiest sections in this race. And one section you don't really want to be making an overtake because things like that happen.
Because perfectly honest, a 3-second penalty for him pushing into us is ridiculous. He could have gone on the inside. He decided to try and move out. There's not much you can do, right? There's not much you can do but just deal with it and try and go for another one. That's why we're here with the third race, because we've got to try and do better here. We probably could have pulled a better time, but we just, like I said, we're having some bad luck. We're getting people that are in front of us that are just fighting each other this time. I don't know why they were fighting each other. It's like it's a bit silly, right? A little silly. If mistakes happen and you're in quali, just try and move out of each other's way, or somebody exit and come back in, or something, right? You shouldn't just sit there and try and keep ruining each other's laps, because then you get in other people's ways as well. You got to try and just let go of it, right? It's one thing. It is hard to let go of certain things, like that last race for me. It's more of just I'm trying to think it through and think, should I have just backed out? But realistically, no way. Hell no, I shouldn't have backed out. No way. He only had his nose in front of me. He's it should have been a battle through those turns. And yeah, it was just a bit of a racing mistake between us, and that's why I can't really blame each other. But I do really believe personally that he shouldn't have tried to go on the inside there. That was just a stupid move, especially with the line that everybody's going to take and the line that he would have had to take. That's why he would have gone into us. He wouldn't have got a very good line at all. So in the end, he wasn't placed very well for that section there. He would have either lost it or gone into somebody going through that kind of driving line there. But we're in the final race of the TGR Cup for round 1 today, and I'm really hoping we can do okay. I'm really hoping we can do okay. Yeah. Oh my, again. Okay, can you stop driving into me, sir? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Every single race. We're here with engine damage. There it is. Absolutely kidding me. Again it happened. I just don't understand. You slow down enough just in case, because the guy's on the outside. I'm behind, so I have to slow down. Otherwise I'm going to go straight into the guy. And then the other guy just doesn't... I don't know, he didn't realize he had to hit the brakes. Like, the first turn's right there. I don't get it. I don't get it. We're going to have to fight our way up now. That was close. All these guys with penalties. Please don't get in our way. Dude, what are you doing? Whoa, hello. That's what I'm talking about. That's how many people went into each other on the first lap. And that's only the ones that got penalties, right? Like, goodness knows how many people actually went into each other. Come on. It's our final race. We have to push it. By the way, Benson, if you have that replay
If there's any chance that you could share it with me somehow, that would be amazing. I accidentally didn't save that last replay. I really would like to see it. Because if you're getting that perspective, that's actually really interesting. I would like to see it. But either way, I think it was a simple racing incident. And we shouldn't have been going in there together like that. That's what I think. And I don't think that'll change my mind about being a racing incident. But it will give me more insight of what actually happened, right? Ooh, very close. And I would like to know, because I'm pretty, like from my perspective, I gave him more than enough room. And if he came out wide when we went to turn in, that's not on us. He should have come out. He should have just gone in the line that he should have taken. He shouldn't have come out wide. But that's what it looked like to us from here, right? That's why I can only go off my perspective for now. But I really would like to see that replay, because I just accidentally forgot to save it, or at least that point, just that part, right? Made a mistake there when we exited. Was just wondering what the hell happened to that race, right? Was really taken out of it. We got hit at the start of this one. It's terrible. But at least we didn't get like a 3-second penalty for a move that is ridiculously unsafe, right? Got 3.7 seconds away. We need to catch up. Really need to catch up. Just not our day today. Just pushing it too hard there because we got clipped at the start again. Oh, this race is just cursed. We shouldn't be back here. We just straight up shouldn't be back here. We wouldn't be so pressured about trying to catch up after everything. Like, oh, that's 3 laps. That's 2 races in a row. 3 races in a row just with terrible racing. I don't understand what happened in this race today. Everyone's just, I don't know. No one practiced at all for this? Does no one know the limits? I don't understand. Like as if you wouldn't know that first turn by now. I went out wide to give him the room, but I didn't expect to actually get that there. That was actually kind of surprising. Oh no. Alright, let go. Right next to you, buddy. Of course. Oh, of course. I think it just matters. It doesn't really matter if they went into you or anything. It just matters if they end up losing it after the contact. This is getting ridiculous now. He's getting absolutely stupid. I thought this race was actually going to be fun. All he had to do was go out a little
wider, that's it. I was right next to him, like... That's what I'm talking about. You rode. What did I do? I went out wide because the guy was next to me. And then there, what did I do? I went out wide because the guy's next to me. But when it comes to you taking the inside and then having to go wide, it just doesn't happen. Oh my! I'm going to get a penalty for that too, aren't I? Yep, thought so. That's our fault too, right? What is going on, man? Honestly, this race is ruined with these penalties. That people can just land you with a penalty. I don't understand what is going on. That should have ended it with the first bloody race. Honestly, that's my bad. My mind is blown. I didn't think it could get worse than that. How did he get a penalty? That wasn't his fault. It's like the last guy that went into me. What is going on? Like, I'm so sorry, dude. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, man. So if you go into the side of somebody, you can literally give them penalties then. That's interesting. What? This penalty system, I'm sorry, but this penalty system makes no sense. That's why I don't believe a 3-second penalty for that little incident there was it shouldn't have happened. There should have been no penalty. What happened earlier, there should have been no penalty. Or he should have got the penalty for going into me. I should have got a penalty for going into this guy. Not the other way around. What is going on? This better not happen in the whole championship because this is ridiculous. You've got people just slamming into each other at the first turn. And then when you're trying to overtake people, they'll just go straight into you, like as if you're not there. And if people drive into you, it's also your fault as well. Like straight line. Yeah, I'm not gonna get it. Oh, he went out a bit wide too, it seems. Let's hope we can do something here, because that was... This race so far has just been stupid. Look how far those guys are up there, because whoever here in the middle is just messing with everybody. The penalties are not helping, and from what I've been seeing, the guys around the middle have been the ones that have been screwing us over. Doesn't seem like it's all purposely. It just seems like it's, for example, that last guy that hit us, he just pretended like we weren't there, didn't pay attention to that, and then because of that, gave us a penalty. Well, the game gave us a penalty because of that, and it's just... I'm not the only one suffering this, clearly. Like, that last guy that we overly tapped him too, like, the softest tap. He wasn't in our way. We just took the turn wrong, like... How can you penalise somebody for that too? I don't understand. Alright, let's get back into it, eh? We've got about 2 more laps after this. We're going to be stuck in, at least we're in top 10. Alright. What happened there? Oh, not with it, eh? Really mind-boggling about what the hell's going on in these races. The first race was absolutely beautiful. We had some mistakes going on, but it was absolutely beautiful. Besides the guy in first, and the guy that he was behind me at the time and using us as a barrier,
few times to get by. Besides that, it was a really good race. It wasn't like he full on went into us and destroyed our race or anything. Somehow he didn't give us a penalty. Now we're getting people drive straight into us and we get a penalty, or if we drive straight into somebody else, it seems like they get a penalty. Like, how does that make any sense? Okay. Whoa, that was close. Sorry, it had to end this way. Sadly, it had to go this way. There's not much we can do about it. We're completely taken out at the start. And then just given penalty upon penalty for other people's mistakes. Yeah, the penalties, this is why I don't agree with the penalty system, and that's why I won't ever say that I should have got that 3-second penalty on that last race. Because it just wasn't warranted. It was not warranted. It was a mistake from both of our side. And it should have just been over with, right? It shouldn't have been no penalty needed. Just like when I tapped into that guy, if anything, I should have got a penalty, not him. Like, it's like if I went into that guy right then, should he get a penalty? No. They really need to fix this algorithm. They truly, really need it. Whoops. They really need to. See, it's not hard, is it, to go a bit wider? This guy seems to be able to do it. He knows how to do it. Moved over too much. And then I don't really know what happened there. I was going slow. What is going on? I don't know how to take this race today. I don't understand what's going on. It's like I have dirty tires all of a sudden. What? From that? I barely touched the grass there. I touched the platform. I don't really, weren't even able to get first because we just kept getting taken out every single race. Literally every single race we've been pushed out of the way or just driven straight into. And it seems to just benefit people at the start. I don't know. These are some interesting races. Very interesting races. And I don't even know what happened earlier when it just kept me stuck straight. It wouldn't turn. And then it just turned out of nowhere. I don't know what the hell's going on with this thing today. Like, I raced this yesterday multiple times and didn't have anywhere near as much trouble. Even like with the people slamming into each other, like that slowed down after. It wasn't as prominent as this is in every single race. We got lucky in the first race that we went up in first, because it seems that first just doesn't help. It doesn't benefit you at all. You're just going to get taken out in the first lap, and then whoever was behind you was going to win because they took you out in the first lap. I thought this was going to be more fun, to be perfectly honest. I am looking forward to the Nürburgring because I want to try this out again. And hopefully it won't be one of those, you know, first turn everyone's gone, and whoever's back behind because they just pushed into everybody's going to win. Like, what is going on with these races? This was a great race, my ass. That was a terrible race. That was an absolutely terrible race. Yeah, maybe the three people in front, whoever wasn't hitting each other, and whoever wasn't getting slapped with ridiculous penalties.
That was, I don't know, I'm not really sure about this championship anymore. If we're just going to be getting taken out like that, like we probably should have maybe fixed up our oil, but it didn't seem like that was doing anything. I mean, even with the oil, like we've got 636 brake horsepower. Even with that going on, that we didn't fix that, we were still catching up and passing people and getting first in qualifying. As soon as it came to the race, first turn, bang, gone. Everyone behind is ahead because you got taken out by everyone behind you. What kind of race is that? I'm sorry, but that doesn't make any sense. Let's get this roulette ticket. Oh. A and A plus, no way. Sorry about this. I've just was really trying to focus on the race anyway. Dude, I don't understand what is with the dead zone. It only happens with this game. 10k, we'll take it. It only happens with this game. It's like right here, right here. It's like goes from here to here. Just this little tiny little section here that just has no leeway. And if I fix it so it has some leeway, it's too much leeway. I have to turn like over here to get it just to turn a tiny bit. I've never had this problem with any other game. I've played many racing, GT Sport even. I didn't have this problem. I didn't have the problem with GT Sport, the Crew 2, Forza, Horizon 4, and 5. What else? Like Formula 1. Like I don't really know why it's doing that. I've tried to sort out all the settings. I can't change any settings in here. Like none of these in the settings. None of these settings here at all works with this controller, with this steering wheel. Even including the wireless controllers here, that doesn't do anything. I can't change anything here in these settings at all. So it's just something I've had to deal with as well. I can't make fine adjustments for. That's why you notice like sometimes I'm trying to keep straight and it's just janking from one side and then janking to the other side because it's just not much. Well, there's actually nothing we can really do about this little leeway here. So I do know I'm in need of a new steering wheel. I have the Hori. I have the Hori RWA, by the way, the Racing Wheel Apex. It's only a cheap wheel, but it does get the job done. And like I said, I've never had any kind of problems as well until this game that's come out. This Gran Turismo 7 game has kind of, I don't know, just forgotten about this wheel. I don't really know. Everything else works perfectly with it. I can change all the settings I need. But yeah, just this game doesn't want to work with it with this wheel, and it works great too. For like it may not have force feedback, but it's the best cheap wheel I've ever come across. That's why I bought it a while ago, because it was cheap. I thought, you know what, it looks okay. We'll give it a shot. I don't like giving cheap wheels too many shots, but this thing for I think it was 120 Australian dollars, about around there, very cheap. Usually they're about 300, 400. $500 and up, and that's when you're getting into the force feedback wheels. But yeah, it's done the job except for this game. The only thing with this is it's very hard to get those little fine maneuvers that we want, and those little fine adjustments that is. But hopefully we'll be able to get a new wheel soon. I would like one, and we are going to be in need of one with this right gear lever here just not working. The paddle, I mean. Yes, yeah, it sounds good, dude. Yeah, when you add me, I'll definitely I'll accept as soon as I can. And yeah, I would like to see it. That'd be great. Cause I was like, I can't pin it down to myself, and I can't pin it down to the other guy. I think it was just a simple racing incident. Cause I did try to give him the room, and I take it he tried to give me the room, and we just went together. We would have been able to go through there, but it's a very hard thing to do. Either way, I don't think a 3-second penalty was warranted. I think it was a bit ridiculous, a bit overdone. But I guess that's just me, right? Next time, I guess we'll just like we were doing with other people, because every time we went through there and we were behind somebody and we were catching up, if you noticed, I pulled back. I'm pulling back because it's a dangerous place to overtake. You're almost guaranteed to hit somebody. I may go in front. I know I have the speed to go in front of that guy, but I'm not going to make it all the way in front. I'm only going to be about there. This is me. This is the other guy. My nose is only going to be maybe there. And maybe the wheels will be in front, but that's still not enough room to be able to trust somebody next to you through U Rogue to get that overtake. It's better to just stick behind, drop your accelerator a little bit, use their slip, stick behind, get through U Rogue, and then just hammer it on your overtake and hammer it as soon as you start getting on that incline. Sorry, about halfway up the incline, before you get over the incline, you want to hit that accelerator and just push it through with your intake, and then you'll be easily able to get by them safely as well, without actually taking them out on a dangerous high speed corner. Like that, you're using the whole, like the driving line basically gives no room for overtaking. So that's why whenever I come up personally, I will just back out, stay behind, and then to overtake afterwards. Because if you take each other out, what's the point? The race is over. If you wait just for a second and then take them out, overtake them after that, there's no problem. You have no problem. No, there should be no worry. If they go to weave into you, that's just a bit silly, right? But yeah, yeah. I usually what do you call it? I usually save the penalties quite a lot. I usually do. I just didn't save these ones this time. Was really just blown away with what's been happening. I don't usually blame the race or the game, but this time, yeah, I will, because those penalties were absolutely ridiculous. I'm sorry, but if I hit the other guy, how did he get a penalty? I'm sorry, but the penalty system is just not working. It's not working well at all still. Yeah, if you go back into one of the races that we went to, I gave somebody a 2-second penalty. Somehow I went around the corner, I tapped him, and he got the penalty. It should have been us getting a penalty. If there was any penalty thrown anywhere, it should have been me getting that penalty. Truthfully, 100%, I should have got that 2-second penalty. Or no penalty whatsoever, because there was the lightest little tap. It didn't slow him down, it slowed me down. So these little things like that are the fixes they need to make in the penalty system, because it's going to screw these championships up. It's really going to mess with these championships. It's going to be a lot of controversy, especially in these in the higher lobbies and the faster lobbies, and especially in the final if they don't fix it up properly. Because if somebody wins because they got a penalty from somebody else driving into them as a barrier, I don't think they're going to take that as a win. I just, something tells me something would happen. Somebody would be getting a penalty afterwards, after the race, because the final means a little more, right? This is just the qualification for that final, so it's not like we're going to have a lot of actual influence over that race. We're just going to have to deal with people going into us and try and stay out of the way. There was a few times where we actually did luckily get out of the way of some people that did try to just drive straight into the back of us, or just didn't hit the brakes on time. One of them did seem like it was a bit on purpose because he left afterwards. I don't know if anyone noticed, but that was because I guess because we passed him a little. I don't really know why. It was one of the guys that drove into us when we were on the inside, and yeah, it's just a lot of things like this seem to be happening in all of these races today, and it's kind of it's just interesting to me, right? It's how do I explain it? It's like painting a picture for the next race that's coming up in this series. So this one race has shown what it's going to be like throughout the rest of this championship. And if this is what it's going to be like, it's not going to be a very friendly championship. It's going to be filled with people trying to push you out of the way and trying to cheat. Because they know that you can literally do that. You can go up to somebody real close and just slightly go into them, and then just push your accelerator, hit it down, and just turn all the way and use them as a barrier. And that's fine because you didn't go straight into them real hard. You're next to them, and now you're just pushing them along. And it's like the penalty system doesn't pick that up. So it's like it picks up only hard hits, like an actual tap, like rather than sliding up on somebody and then just pushing them out. If you just give them even that little dunk, just a little nudge, it seems to count that as a penalty for somebody. And I think it's just a bit too much. I think it's just a bit too much. I think they really need to fix it up, yeah? That's me though, right? You can't. Oh, sorry. My PSN itself is Bilbosgagging. It's in the description as well. It's not actually Fools for Tea. That's just my nickname on here. Sorry for the confusion. But yeah, I'm not going to say that it wasn't partially our fault through U-Rogue as well with that other guy. That was probably the only controversial kind of kind of hit there. Everything else was kind of obvious what was going on. The guys were just using us as barriers and not they're pretending like we're not there and just driving straight into us. But that was probably the most controversial overtake there out of all the races, and it wasn't even the most screwy part, to be honest. The most screwy part, we shouldn't have even been there in the first place. We wouldn't have dealt with that if we weren't slammed out in the first turn, just because no one knows how to brake on that first turn. Somehow we ended up having to deal with somebody trying to overtake us, causing another penalty, or an accident and a penalty that we probably both should have just tried to move over a bit more and we would have made it a bit, right? Because like he could have maybe moved into the to the side inside more, so we could go around the outside on the next part and then come on the inside of the end of the Eurogue. And I should have moved maybe a little more on the outside, so I could have gone on the outside, then inside, and then out, right? It would have been more of an out in out kind of situation there, and we would have been able to get through. But truthfully, it's a very difficult thing to pull off through any high speed corner with turns like that. It's a very hard thing to pull off and overtake through there. That's why I don't think it should have been governed by a penalty there. But you live and learn, right? That's why after that I was really making sure just don't even try to overtake through there. Even if I'm in front, there's no point in risking a penalty on either the other guy or myself, because what's the point, right? I can easily just slow down a little bit because I have overtake on me, and plus the slip seems to be really strong and helps us get to at least 300 kilometers an hour by the end of that straight anyway, which we're definitely passing them. If we're that close to be able to overtake at the start of Eurogue, then we will 100% overtake at the end of Eurogue, after Eurogue. It's that's why I felt it was kind of just pointless. It was on the first lap, for one, the first lap out of the 8. You have a long time to be able to try and overtake. It was also on one of the most dangerous turns, right? So that's why I think one of us should have just pulled back and just followed the other and then just overtaken afterwards, because that's what would have happened. There's no way the person in front would have kept going. There is just no way. They're not getting enough slip from the person in front because the other person was further up ahead, because of the crash and everything that happened. He took off already, and us two were trying to take off to try and catch up after everything that happened. And yeah, it's just it's there's not much you can do about it, but it is nice to reflect on it. Like I said, I don't believe that either of us were truly in fault. Like I said, I can't blame him. It's a racing mistake. It's bound to happen, right? It's just sucky that actually every single race that we've had, people in the back just don't know when to brake, and they just keep slamming into everybody in the front. And that's the part that I found really shitty. Not just for us, but for everybody that was in the front. It was just destroying the race for everybody. Oh, you said, oh yeah. Hitcher? Awesome. I'll check that after this stream. Thank you everybody for joining though. I hope you have enjoyed the stream. It's been a bit of a weird race today. But hey, partially it was fun. Like, I enjoy driving these things. I just didn't enjoy these ridiculous penalties, especially on that last guy that got both of us on that last race got a 2-second penalty for somebody hitting us. Right? Like, we hit the other guy, he got a penalty, and then the other guy drove into us and we got a penalty. That was very, very weird last race. Very weird one. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy the stream, please hit that like and subscribe. It all helps. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Take it easy.